So we're at a point where we want to get the product set up and installed. At the end point, you're going to have a running version of the application. It's a web application. You're going to have some sample data, so you'll be able to log into this application through a browser, run some samples, see how it works, and you'll have a report designer where you can design your own reports, edit existing reports, and everything is going to be in place for you to have a great evaluation. So we want to get that up and running for you. Two different approaches we can take here. We have an installer that contains a bundled application server and a bundled repository database. So the application server is Tomcat. The bundled repository database is Postgres. This is an installer you can run to just get an environment set up quick and fast. You can target an existing Tomcat or Postgres, or you can use our bundled one with the installer. So you run this. It's a very simple installer. You click next, 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 click some defaults, and it just runs, and you get the application set up and running. There's also a Linux version of this that's available through the command line. Now, if you want to set up the stack and you don't have Tomcat and Postgres, so maybe you have JBoss and Oracle, we have another step, another tool, which is the WAR file installer. So this is a script-based installer entirely, and you're basically going to set some settings in a properties file. Just the location of certain resources like your application server, the type of application server, location of the repository database, and credentials. Then you're going to run this series of scripts based on the properties file and the logic within the script. It's going to unpack and install everything in your environment. Now, on this site, you're going to find our supported platform list. So you need to make sure when you're running through the installation process, you're using the supported version of Oracle, the supported version of JBoss. So stay within that platform. But otherwise, it's a very simple process. You can run the script and you can get up and running, or you can run our bundled installer and set up a quick development environment very quickly.